What's it like working with Matt, and what's the dynamic between Chaz and John Constantine?
It's again, it's just kind of growing every week. The longer we work together, and I mean, the more time we spend together, that just seems to grow. And I think as the writers sort of absorb that, then they're giving us a lot more to work with. We're having a lot more fun.
Have they told you that you'll kind of get your backstory explored a little bit? Because I know they said that Chaz is a guy who has certain survival skills and things like that.
Yes, we will be getting into that. I'm not sure the exact timeline, but as we go on, we're it's sort of a slow roll out, but you can count on getting all of the information in due time.
It looks like a fun character.
Oh, it's a blast. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and we get to have a lot of fun, obviously, with the supernatural elements of it.
So what are you allowed to tell us about what's coming up for you?
I can tell you that I get beat up more. No, I think that the thrills and the spills just get bigger and better each week, and there's also a lot of like fun kind of humor, that's coming out of it. I mean, John is evolving more, and obviously with the backstories coming out, and the introduction of Zed's character and Helika's character is awesome, because it allows for more kind of give and take with John, and it's just it's just growing into a really dynamic show, I think.
What does Chaz kind of do with Constantine, other than be the driver, and the support system? How do they work as a pair?
Well, I think that they're, first and foremost, really old friends, and therefore, Chaz just doesn't really take any crap from John. I mean, John throws a lot of crap, and Chaz sort of, and he's also, John's also like a reluctant sort of hero. And so it takes some prodding and poking and motivating, and Chaz is there to make sure that he's fed and bathed, and he's not staying at the bar too late, which never really works out. But he's there to kind of keep him to task and hold him, I guess, accountable to a certain degree, so he doesn't just so he doesn't just kind of blow it all off.
If your version of Chaz was to meet the Chaz from the Constantine movie, would you want to beat him up?
Would I want to beat him up?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that much about the movie. I mean, in all honesty, I really haven't seen it in its entirety, and I've kind of neglected seeing it since I've been doing this. But I've got nothing personal against Mr. LaBeouf.
So Chaz brings the map to Constantine at the end of the pilot. How does the map play a role in what they're doing in the early episodes?
Well, I think the map is a loose guide. I mean, Liv bled for it, and while Constantine may neglect it, again, Chaz kind of holds him to task, and this is look, she bled to make this for you, and so it offers us some guidelines, but demons and spirits can't really be so tied down. So the story kind of evolves from that. It's a good jumping off point, and I think that we'll see us referencing that map kind of throughout. But obviously, Zed has her own set of skills that can kind of help guide the fight of this rising darkness as well. And so the map will remain, but I don't know if it's going to be pick a dot and go to that,
Sure. So have you gone back and read any of the Vertigo comics?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've read. I mean, in no small way have I been able to tackle the 350 plus issues, but I was familiar with the comic books going in, and then once I knew that this was actually a reality. I mean, even before it was a reality, like when we were just doing the pilot, I did a lot of. The first thing I did was go to the comic book store, and that's when I'm not reading scripts, I'm probably got my nose in a Hellblazer comic. Cool. They're just good reads. I mean, everybody should be reading these comics. They're amazing, and the writers they had were amazing. It's been through so many different incarnations, and I'm happy to just contribute to that overall story arc.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you all.